On today's episode, we're visiting one of Cabo's most beloved coffee roasters. Welcome to another episode of Tales from Land's End. Hello everybody, we are at Land's End Roasters, and I wanted to meet a very special friend of mine, Mr. Starr. So,
How you doing?
Where are you from initially?
Chicago, Illinois. Been out for many years.
How did you get to Cabo?
Years ago, I came as a young kid on a cruise line. Sammy Hagar just opened up his bar. A friend of mine said, hey, we got to go to Cabo. Sammy Hagar opened up a bar, and I didn't really know too much about Sammy Hagar, but I'm like, I'm up for a vacation. So I took a cruise ship here, and it was back in those days, it was only here for like 6 hours. Got off the cruise ship, walked around a little bit, checked out the Sammy Hagar bar, and then walked around, ran into a real estate lady on the street and started talking to her. And then 3 months later, I booked a flight and came out here and walked on them streets looking for the same lady, found her, and then start looking at real estate. And I just knew the minute I got to Cabo, I really loved it.
What brought you into coffee?
I didn't drink coffee as a young kid, and I kind of became, I started working nights, and a lot of older people would say, let's go for coffee, and I'd order a hot chocolate. People would laugh at me. So then I started drinking coffee, and to this day, I only have 1 cup a day, but I wanted a coffee shop here in Cabo because I like to sit here, I like to work on my computer, I like to do things, but I also wanted something unique, so that's why Land's End Coffee Roasters, we actually roast the coffee right inside the store.
What was it like roasting your first batch of coffee here?
Well, there's a lot of trial and error. I did burn myself, but besides that, it was really interesting because something we never done before. So it was like we get this machine, now we're trying to figure out how to roast coffee, and getting the right amount of time, the right temperature, and everything else was a little confusing at first, but after many, many tries, we got it down now to a science of how long it takes for light roast, how long it takes for dark roast, the proper temperature. But the first time was really kind of nervous, and the smoke is going, and people say, how did it feel? I'm like, hot, I burned myself. But it was different though, it was really cool.
Speaking about the menu, what is your personal favorite?
My thing here is a fresh brewed cup of coffee because the machine we have here grinds the beans fresh. It seems here in Cabo, when we talk about culture, it seems most people here are more into iced coffees, maybe because of the heat, maybe, could be, and more of the lattes and different stuff like that.
And I want to know, over the years, how has the Cabo community embraced Land's End Roasters?
It seems from the very first day that we opened up, people are like, wow, a coffee shop, and they're really excited. And it's been that way ever since. We've been open, about 3.5 years now. So much fun to see the same people return, day after day, week after week. And I traveled back quite a bit, back and forth. So it's kind of nice to see like, oh, I saw you here last year. And I'm like, yeah, you were here, I remember.
I want to know, how does the roasting process work?
We have 2 roasts here, a light roast and a dark roast. Now, the light roast has more caffeine, the dark roast has more flavor. So between 6 to 7 minutes, and not only do we go by timer, but we also go by that little looking glass in there so we can actually see the color of the beans. We really take the roasting process very serious here to make sure that it really turns out perfect and it's consistent every day. Invite everyone to come to Land's End Coffee Roasters and experience the coffee sensation we have going on here. You can find us on Facebook, TripAdvisor, Google, Instagram, you name it, we're out there. And great little place to visit, and I'm sure you're going to love the coffee.
If you want to know more about Cabo's hidden gems, make sure to follow us and stay connected. Thank you for watching.